Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play. I believe this is going to be episode 7. What we're going to do today is we're going to go, first of all, we're going to go take a look down at the wheat farm. I did figure out exactly what was going on with the seeds about 3 minutes after the video got uploaded. Turns out it was a light level problem. All of our wheat should be grown now, so let's go down there and let's give it our first pull. As you can see, look at all this nice wheat. I dropped some torches on this wall here, and as you can see, the wheat actually did start growing. All right, let's go and see what we got. If you open up my inventory, you see I got no seeds and no wheat, so we'll actually get a full count on what we got. All right, here we go. We've released the pistons. We're knocking down the wheat. We're knocking down the seeds. Some of it's landing on the shore here. We may have to throw a couple of blocks around there to stop that from happening. But everything looks, and we got a couple on the walkway. Maybe we'll have to raise the walkway even one more so that doesn't happen either. But as you see, everything's getting pushed down river, into our beautiful little stream. And everything is gathering up down here where in our little collector basin. I called it a dispenser in the last episode, I noticed, and considering there's an actual dispenser in this game, I'm going to not do that anymore, or attempt not to. So let's go. We'll go down here. We'll see what we got. And we have gathered up a grand total of, look at this, 82 pieces of wheat and over 2 stacks of seeds. So looks like this is going to be a productive wheat farm. Let's go ahead and let's shut the water off. We'll go replant for our next batch, and then we'll be able to move on. Alright, so as I mentioned in the last episode, today we are going to build the beginnings of our small chicken farm, our chicken coop. When I do go ahead and either put through that snapshot with the hoppers, or just I think I'm probably just going to wait for it to go live instead of going ahead and adding on a snapshot. We'll be able to do the second half of that, but we'll actually, for now, that's nice. We'll keep that as a separate episode. And then what we're going to do with this episode is we are going to attempt to head out and see if we can find the beginnings of a cave so that we can find some diamonds finally. Because as I said in the past, 35 levels so far, no deaths, not going to last forever. I will die, I'm sure, sometime soon, and to lose all those levels would be a shame. I've gone ahead and I put a chest down in here so we can keep all of our excess stuff. For now, we'll keep our wheat down here as well. And we'll probably make some adjustments. As you can see, I said, we have here redstone maintenance entrance number 1. Just to, so door down in case in case we need to change anything. And then across this way here, we have redstone maintenance entrance number 2. I did go ahead and in the video I noticed there was some coal in this corner. I did go ahead and grab that because it would have made me, again, a little OCD crazy. We've gotten out all the iron from here, but so far the wheat farm looks like it's in pretty good shape. And we can move on to our next task. What I like to do with my chicken coops is I like to use a lot of glass. I like to be able to see my chickens. And my idea is I think I'm going to put our chicken coop right in this mountainside here so that eventually our chicken farm, when we do move on to stage 2, will happen right over here, right above our wheat farm. So we do have about a stack of sand inside, but I think we should go and get some more. Because glass is fantastic. I like it. As you see in my house, I use it in a lot of builds. So let's just go ahead and go over here and gather some glass. Or, sorry, not some glass, some sand. We're going to smelt it into glass. Looks like it. Alright. I want to grab about a stack of sand. And we'll be able to see, hopefully, and so we have enough to hopefully do what we need for our small chicken coop. If you see my inventory, I do have 26 eggs. I did do just a little scouting in the surrounding hills. There are plenty of chickens. I gathered up. I'm hoping that 26 is enough. All we really need to do, honestly, is get like 2 or 3 chickens in our chicken coop, and then we can breed the rest of them, or wait for some eggs to drop. But I did have some bad luck in a test realm before where I threw 37 eggs, didn't get a single chicken. So I'm hoping that we have some better luck than that today. All right, we have a little bit over a stack. Ooh, look at this. This might be a small... Ooh, some iron. Sorry, I'm going to get a little distracted here. Looks like it's got some opening, and I do hear some... What? Ooh, ow. What, is that an enchanted bow? Is a skeleton really shooting an enchanted bow at us? Unbelievable. The mobs all have, like, magic weapons, and we still have no diamonds, so we're still using plain old regular stuff. Okay, you know what? This cave looks fun. And this may actually head up almost, like, underneath our home. Yeah, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to build our chicken coop, and we're going to actually come back here, and we're going to see what this little cave here has to offer. Okay, I was planning on heading back to one of those ravines that we saw nearby, but I don't know now. Now, maybe we'll check out this. It's like right under our home. All right, so let's head over inside really quickly. We'll go smelt this sand into glass. Let's grab some iron out of the furnace. Let's do this while that's smelting. See, this isn't going to be enough. Just not going to be enough glass. But let's grab it anyway, and we'll see if we could start with it for now. Alright, we got some dirt, we got some glass, I got my buckets of water. Alright, we have everything that I need for my basic chicken coop build. Alright, so let's head outside. I still haven't decided exactly what I want to do here with the entranceway. Oh, and while we're here, I saw in some of the comments, I wanted to change the pathway just a little bit. Some half slabs for aesthetic use, because Mr. Tom Hurst, as well as my wife, both, and Tom, I apologize, but my wife's weight a little stronger, because she would have just logged on when I was at work and done this for me. We did change the pathway just a little bit into some half slabs and some stone sides. I'm still not sure if I like the look. I don't know if I like the materials. I may change that a little bit, but for now, that's what we're gonna go with. All right, so let's head over here. Oh, I am missing wood. I'm gonna need some wood for this. Oh, that's not where I want that to go either. Let's go grab some wood. In fact, we're gonna need signs. So I'll grab the 2 signs. I'll grab 1 stick. I'll grab enough planks to do that. Let's make them real quick over here so we don't have to make a crafting table. Alright, we got 5 signs. Only need 4, but 5 will do. And let's head over here. So what we're going to do with this chicken coop is we're going to use water flow, sort of the way we did with our wheat farm. So, alright, let's start. Let's just fill this in just a bit. And let's figure out exactly where we want our chickens to be. I think we're going to start out about here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's make it about 3 high, about 3 wide. And as you can see, this is why I'm going to need a little bit more glass. But for now, we may be able to work with this. So what I do with my chicken coops is I manipulate how blocks fall through water, but chickens don't. So what we're going to do is, I knew I messed something up. Yep. Let's, okay, I'll probably change this to all glass later, but for now, we're going to do this just so we can get going here. So what we like to do is I like to manipulate the way water flows and what flows through water and what doesn't. So typically, all items will flow through water. All animals will float above water. Mobs, zombies, everything will sort of float on the top of the water. The only mob I believe that can swim is... Actually, no, I don't even think creepers can swim. So what I do is... Another thing I like to do about water is it can be manipulated with signs. Signs, ladders, there's a whole bunch of things that I can do. But if I place water here in this corner, the water will not fall. And look at that, with the new update, it looks like it almost reaches an infinite water source, but it doesn't. But what it does do is it makes it look infinite so that it doesn't make you crazy. But if I place another water in this corner, now we have an infinite water source. Beautiful. So now what I like to do is, now that we have a place with some water that's hanging above some signs, we can go ahead and we can throw our chicken eggs into the top of our chicken coop, and we can pray. I'm praying with you that we actually get some chickens. Over 2, over 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we got a chicken. And I threw it inside of the wall, and it suffocated. Just my luck. Oh, boy. Okay, there we go. We got a chicken at least. I hit the chicken with the egg. Let's not do that. I'm not worried about killing the chicken by hitting it with an egg, but I am worried about knocking it out of the chicken coop. Oh, no. Don't tell me. At the last second, we got another one. Unfortunately, we have to wait for them to grow up in order to breed them, but so you'll be able to get a good idea. So the chickens float above the chicken coop, and they lay their eggs, and the eggs fall down here, which is nice because what that does for us is it means that we can gather the eggs in one location. Now what we're also going to do is we're going to manipulate water one more time. So we'll drop some water here, and because we have an infinite source, we can always grab another one. And now all of the eggs that fall... Ooh, that's not where we want it to go. All of the eggs that fall will land right over here. I'm going to try and make it push off to the edge, just like with the wheat farm, because it's easier to pick up. But let's see what we got. If I block this way. Alright. So now if you notice, all of the eggs will get pushed off into this little spot here, and we'll be able to gather them up without any problems. Now, what I eventually plan to do, and I will give you the update on what I want to do, is eventually when I get some hoppers, the eggs will flow into a hopper, which will then deposit them into a chest. And then when we have enough chickens up in here so we don't need to keep breeding them, eventually what I want it to do is I want the eggs to flow into a hopper, into a dispenser that will be automatically activated. It will shoot them, the eggs, into a fenced-off area where hopefully the chickens will hatch automatically into a little farm, and we'll know that any chickens inside of that gated area, into that fenced-off area, we can actually kill for food and feathers, because we're not going to be needing them to breed. While it's getting dark, let's just sleep so we don't risk death with these. Again, I get really nervous with these 35 levels. Normally, I'm dead after 4, 7, maybe 12. But yeah, so here we have the basic chicken coop. Unfortunately, this one requires manual pickup because there is no hoppers. But can you imagine? The eggs flow down here into a hopper, and then they stack up in a chest. We don't have to worry about it, but we can have a chest full of chicken eggs, and then we take those eggs. We'll come back up here. We'll keep throwing them in here. We'll try and get some more than 2 chickens because God knows we're going to want more eggs than that. And when we have enough chickens in our coop, it said they go into a dispenser. Dispenser shoots them out. Hopefully they hatch into a little farm area, and we have chickens that we can use for food. So there's the basic chicken coop. Again, we have it pretty much right above our automatic wheat farm. You can see the wheat starting to grow back again. So there is 2 quick buildings for you guys. What I've done in the past is when I was working a little bit more nomadic, is I've actually built that chicken coop on top of my house on the roof. Or near the roof. I built like sort of into the side of a cliff, and what I've actually had happen is I've had those eggs flow almost like right here, like into my home. So instead of a workbench here, there would have been a hole right here where the water would flow, and I would actually be able to pick up the eggs from inside the house. I wouldn't even need to leave the home in order to gather my chicken eggs. But we're trying to stay a little bit more modern, and in this modern house, I don't know if chicken eggs flowing into the house is really appropriate. So alright, so now that we've got our chicken coop done, we've tested our wheat farm, I've showed you the few small minute changes in the back porch, in the backyard. Let's actually go out and take a look in this little cave and see if we can start finding... You know what? While I'm here, I'm going to grab some water, because that's the one thing we caved without last time, and it could have been a disaster. But let's see if we can find maybe a shaft that will get us down to diamond level. For now, I am going to try and skip all of the coal. I may come back off camera and gather that up because, again, how much coal do you really want to watch me gather? Iron, on the other hand, more of a finite resource, so I'm probably going to be gathering up most, if not all of it. Although, we'll see. We'll see, because this part, if I keep finding veins like this, you're going to get bored pretty quickly. In the next episode, which will probably continue a caving expedition, I'm probably going to be gathering a couple topics of conversation. If you have anything in particular that you want me to talk about, please let me know. But as of right, the topic that I think I'm going to start with is I'm probably just going to give you guys a rundown of my video gaming, life, how I got started, how old I was, what games I've played in the past, and I have played a large variety of both console and computer games. But I'm going to save that mostly for the next episode. For the rest of this one, while we go caving, I do want to give a quick rundown on what I want to do coming up now that we've gotten these two basic builds out of the way. What I'd like to do will depend solely on whether or not we actually find diamond. In the event that we do find diamond in this next caving adventure, I'd like to obviously get an enchanting table going, get some enchants going, it looks like we found a mine shaft. Oh, nice. Okay, so maybe we're gonna have to explore this mine shaft. So we may actually have to put some of our ideas on hold. But let's pretend that we just found some diamonds. We're gonna get some enchanting done, and then I think what we're gonna do pretty soon after that, if we can gather enough diamond, where we can make some armor, maybe you know, at least a pick or two. We're probably gonna go, and I think what we want to do is hit the Nether. I know that when we started, I set the end goal as killing the dragon. And I do definitely want to do that because that's actually one of the few things in this game that I've never done. I've never killed a wither. I actually don't even know very much about it, but I do know that that's a new boss added to the game, and I definitely want to tackle that. And we got a creeper coming up. I don't want you guys to see the creeper coming up. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Mine shaft equals me getting lost. But yeah, I want to go after either the wither or the end dragon, not necessarily in the immediate future, but I don't want it to be one of these goals where I set, oh, we're going to kill the end dragon, and then 2 years and 174 episodes later, we're like, whatever happened to like killing the end dragon? So I definitely want to at least do that. What I can guarantee you though, that for sure that if we do go kill the end dragon, this series probably will never end. We may start a new series here or there, something new, so it may not be as frequent at that time. But I'm really liking the seed. I'm really liking this world. There's something nostalgic about your first real Let's Play adventure. I don't know if any of you have started your own. I'm sure you know what I mean. Look at this place. This place is going to be good. This place is going to be good. So I definitely want to do that. So, but I have builds in mind for this world that I plan on keeping up well after we kill the end dragon, including I want to build an ender pearl farm. I've only ever seen it done a couple times in a couple different videos. I've never done it myself because, again, if you've never killed the end dragon, I don't even think it's possible to do. But I would. That's something that I've always dreamed of because I love traveling using that's bad. I love using ender pearls for traveling purposes, and I never have enough because I actually have to farm them the regular old school style instead of like killing 40,000 of them at one time, just gathering as many as I can. So there's in the event that we don't find diamond, right? So I mentioned what we want to do. Look at this. This is actually going pretty deep. If we don't find diamond, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to set up some sort of a strip mine. I'm sure some of you know what that is, not all of you. And if we do have to do it, I'm going to set one up eventually anyway, but I'll probably explain a little bit more about that if it becomes necessary right off the bat. I am totally lost already. And there's a skeleton coming for me, and I'm trying to eat. I'm eating. Oh, I'm throwing pork chops at him. I don't think he wants pork chops. I think he wants my flesh. It's a little dark right now. Let me start. No, I'm going to put the torches on the correct side so that we don't get even more lost than we already are. We got some mushrooms. Alright. Oh god, armor-wearing zombies. I'm telling you, I'm still, now that I know they're in the game, I'm still not used to them. There's something about zombies wearing armor that I just do not like. See, that was 5 hits. I hit him 5 times. It shouldn't be. It should be 4 times. Okay, let's head back up because otherwise we're never gonna get out of here. All right. So yeah, so that's a small breakdown of what I have planned for the future. If you have anything that's not on that list that you'd really like me to get to, I am flexible in what we're going to be doing. So if there's something, if I get a consensus from a lot of you guys that you want to see something else, like you do want us to start working on that cave, on the cliffside, or you want to see we go ahead and put that snapshot through and play with the hoppers a little bit, I am more than willing to go ahead and do something like that. But I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Alright, I'm going to spend the rest of this episode trying to get out of this cave. I'm going to continue to be scared of mobs with armor. But we're up to, look at this, 36 levels. 36, magic number. That's going down to nothing, I believe. Yes. Okay. We got 3 torches. And that looks like look at that. Good thing we went this way, guys. Got another dungeon. Another dungeon. I could play for hours and hours and hours and never find a dungeon, yet alone find 2 in like 7 episodes or something. Let's see what we got. I'm really praying for some melon seeds, guys. Coco, come on. I need a melon seed. I need to start my melon farm. I got it all worked out. If in case you guys are playing along at home, here's the, again, we have the coordinates if you want to find this the zombie spawner. Alright, and we are officially out of torches. I could always gather up some coal. I'm actually going to leave the mossy cobblestone here as incentive to come back here, because I'm going to be playing around with both this the zombie spawner and the skeleton spawner we found before. I want to figure out a way to create a really useful XP grinder. I know how to do the mob grinder where I can just kill their stuff, but I'm not good at, I haven't yet figured out a great XP farm other than just letting them spawn, funneling them to an area where I am, and then killing them manually. I want to do one of those ones where we pretty much drop them to their death, but one hit away from their death so that anything can kill them. That's what I'd like to do. So for now, we're going to leave that there. We're going to leave it with incentive for me to come back and find it. And when I do explore this mineshaft entirely, I am one of those guys that I pretty much clear out all of the wood. It's my indicator that I've been to an area, and I don't know, it gives me closure. So let's, right now we're going to try and find our way back out. We are probably coming up to about the 20-minute mark, which is around where I want to end the episode. As you may have noticed in the last episode, I kind of lost track of time, and I may have ended up recording for 40 minutes while doing that wheat farm. Looks like we have found our way out. But this is going to be, this cave will probably be the next episode. Again, I'm going to come stocked with topics of conversation. And yeah, I'm really actually excited about that mineshaft, because I'm hoping that it gets deep in... what's going on here? Oh, look at that. This was not the way out, but it was the way right outside of our home. Literally right outside. Wow. Okay, I remember I showed you that we found this entrance a while ago while I was digging up the area, but I did not know it connected all the way down to a mineshaft. Alright, so I'm just happy that our wheat farm didn't connect. So as you remember, I told you I have a tendency to find caves and stuff when I don't want them. Well, here we go. We were close. If I had built the wheat farm this way instead of over there, we would have run into that same trouble. So we are now back. It's getting dark again. So we're probably going to call it an episode right here. Again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I do appreciate all the comments and the messages. As you can see, I do take what you have to say seriously. I do want to, this is not just my world. This is our world. And without you, it would just be me talking to myself like a crazy person for 20 minutes a couple times a week. So thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, please hit the like button. If you want, subscription, because I promise more is coming. And tell your friends. I'll see you guys later.